Mongoose from Raid Shadow Legends Gaming, Mongoose Gaming. So we're doing this event. This current event is for Summoning Rush, and I don't have a lot to summon. I did do a little bit, just what I had, and so this is what 80 points you get this. 75, 115, 180. So I don't have enough to get the legendary skill tome. So I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get in this, but I thought I'd create a video and just share what I get. It'll be fun. Let's see. So I did do just some normal summons, and let's see what I have now. I'll do some more real quick just to see what I get. Just do a quick 10 mystery shards. I got a Hexia earlier. I got pretty happy about it. Already fed her to the one that I'm building. All right, so I didn't get anything there, so I'm just gonna skill up one that I have here. Make sure I have space. All right, good. All right, so we can start with the ancient shards, and I don't mind getting some of the same ones that I already have. Like I already have her, but I would like to actually skill her up. She's supposed to be good, but she's not a very hard hitter. I'll tell you that. I try to put a vamp set on her, and she's really just doesn't hit hard enough for it to be for it to work out with her. So that being the case, what I've seen people do with her is they have put retaliation sets on her, so that might be something that I do. Her default skill is an AoE, and it's 20% chance to do a 30% defense decrease, so that on a retaliation isn't bad. Attacks all enemies removing one buff, and attacks twice at random. Each attack has 50% chance of placing a block cooldown skills for one turn. All of those can be handy. I'm not sure how well that's going to work in anything but arena, but let's see. Yeah, she's an arena monster. It's supposed to increase your resist 52%. Let's see what people thought about her. Spider. See, Spider's to 4.4. I don't think she hits hard enough. She has a good kit, but her power, her strength is it's very lacking. I don't know, maybe even she's someone you can use with a maybe you can put a shield set on her and she'll be more effective. Let me see what she looks like whenever she's built completely. See what her see her HP is just 16,000. So it's not really high. So her attack and defense are the same. So she's not a very strong attacker. She's good at debuffing. So if you plan on building her, you definitely want to build her using the support tree and build up her accuracy. But I've summoned her before, and I just haven't built her because I got her to 4-star and she was underperforming. Chopper I still have. I have him and I don't use him. He's a no, he's a 3-star. I never used him. But he has a similar hero will remove a buff. And I believe he's arena also. So he's supposed to be handy in the arena. But I don't use Chopper either. So for something good, let's get an epic or Fortress Goon. I've never had this guy before. Let's see what he does. He has 4 reviews. Very low reviews. Let's see. Decrease speed. Okay, that's standard. Wow, AoE heal reduction. That's not bad. 40% chance. I don't see why that would be bad. And heals all enemies 10% of their max HP, plus 30%. 2 turns. Okay. So it's not a good buffer. He does heal and increase defense. So I could see why he has low reviews, but heal reduction, he would definitely help versus the spirit. I don't know what they put in here about that. Spirit 1.7. Yeah, he would definitely be handy in spirit, decreasing the speed and heal reduction. So I don't know if that a low rating is really valid. He's probably outstanding in spirit, being able to both slow and put a heal debuff on there. But you know, you can't help what people rate them at. All right, Hellfang, already have him. Haven't built him. 15% chance of putting target skills on cooldown. It's not bad. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of weaken. That's nice. And if he's have the Hound spawn along with him, he will he'll be able to do this attack and freeze the enemies for 1 turn. So that's an AoE. That's not bad. That's, yeah. I don't know if you would use him in a arena, but in a dungeon that could be very handy. But that is with Hound Spawn. I think Hound Spawn is actually a magic, and this one is a spirit. So maybe you'll bring them into a spirit dungeon, and he'll be effective. It'd be an effective duo. All right, Goremask, I already got him. He's the orc that you get out of 11 or 12. Attacks the enemy 2 times. Damage increase by 20% if this attack is critical. Okay. And attacks one enemy will ignore shield and block damage buffs. So this one would be handy in magic. So if you want to take him into the magic dungeon, ignoring shield, that he would do quite a big bit of damage. Ignoring shield and block damage. Okay, but once again, he's probably good but not great. Probably have him rated low. Yeah, they have him rated 4.4 in a magic dungeon. I could see him being helpful there. I could see him being helpful in dungeons, but not much anywhere else. And we have Courtier. I have him already, and I didn't build him. So on his first skill, default skill, he freezes with 25%. And that doesn't go up if you skill him up. His second skill, he attacks 3 times against one enemy, removing a debuff, or removing 1 buff. And let's see, 30% chance will go up to 35 if you heal him up. I don't know if that's worth it. And his third skill is an AoE, I believe. Yes, he attacks all enemies 2 times, and there's a 30% chance of doing a speed debuff. 30% speed debuff. That's one of the better debuffs, though. So let's see. This is just 1 hit. That is 3 hits. All right, so he could be likely be pretty good in Fire Knight. He's not. He'll be able to freeze enemies with his default skill. Let's see what they put him at. Arena defense. No, I don't think so. Fire Knight, they have him at 4.2. Yeah, that's really where only place I see him really doing well. Fire Knight. Ice Golem, I don't see. I don't think you can slow the Ice Golem, so I don't see how that's relevant, but okay. Someone thinks it is. This guy I've needed forever, and now I finally find him. That's good. This is awesome. I love this. Attacks 3 times at random. Heals a single target by 35% of their hit points, health points, whatever. And this can be critical. Places 30% speed buff on allies for 2 turns. Very nice. Very nice. And he is only... Aura is only in dungeons, but I'm very happy with this. I'll show you what I've been using real quick to fill the gap of not having an apothecary. So I've been using an Arcanist. She does good. I have her on a Relentless set, and she's pretty fast at plus 69. And this is what I did with her masteries, because I really like her a lot. I put her to a good use. So look at her masteries real quick. I'll show you. This one right here has a 30% chance of increasing the turn meter by 10% when a buff cast by this champion is removed or expires. Now, she does a double buff right here. This skill right here buffs 2 things. It buffs both crit and attack. So whenever both of those boost her turn meter, that goes up 20%. And as each person on the team, if you're doing clan boss, as each person that expires, it has a 30% chance of boosting her turn meter 20%. And that is huge. So she ends up actually getting a lot of turns, more than I expected that mastery to work out. But that's an excellent mastery. And the other things that I chose on her was the AoE. I did the Shadow Heal, boosted her defense, and if, let's see, has a 50% chance of removing 1 random debuff if she happens to lose 25% of her health in 1 hit. And decreases damage received by 10% if she has Sleep, Stun, Freeze on her. So those are the masters that I chose for her. And I got her tier 3, and I stopped putting her through the Minotaur, and I started with another one. But I'm very happy with Apothecary. That is awesome. If I don't get anything else, I don't even care. But let's continue going. Let's get some more. Awesome. I got another Hex Weaver. And as I said earlier, I got a Hex Weaver earlier. And I was going to skill her up. I don't want to forget that. Did I already put her up? Yeah, I already put her up. So here's my vault. Characters that I'm building, but I'm not yet ready to use. Hexweaver and Diabolist. Couple that I'm building. I'll probably, like I said, skill them up before I end up using them. And I just noticed something. She's not locked. I'll lock her real quick. And let's continue summoning. I think we got just a couple more to go. Acolyte. This guy, he hits pretty, yeah, he's Arena. He hits pretty hard in Arena. He doesn't have very good reviews, but this guy is monstrous whenever he hits. Attacks one enemy, fills the champion's turn meter by 25%. Looks like someone you want to have on a revenge or something of that type. Attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of decreasing the turn meter 50%. Wow, that could be nice in many dungeons. And removes all debuffs on all allies. Once again, in Dragon, he should be excellent. He would probably do well in, I would say Fire Knight, but he only has one hit. But if he can decrease the turn meter, I don't know, it might be worth it. Let's see what he's rated as. Arena Offense, Campaign, Arena Defense, Dragon Slayer, Minotaur, Void Keep, Fire Knight 4.3. Yeah, I wasn't sure about Fire Knight. Like I said, maybe if he's in a retaliation set, you know, you got a chance of getting 2 hits in or have him fast enough. But I think he's primarily for the arena because that 30% attack boost is amazing. I ran across him a few times, and he didn't look like much until he hit, and I was like, wow. It was amazing. First epic, Bushy. All right, he's not one of the best, but that's one that I got. All right, damage inflicted increases each time the skill is used. Once again, someone you probably want to put a retaliation set on. And attacks one enemy, the attack is always critical. That being the case, you want to put retaliation and a crit damage gloves. And his third skill revives his champion with 30% of his health whenever he's killed, and places unkillable on him for 1 turn. So that being the case, I would want to do maybe Lifesteal and, I don't know, Lifesteal, crit damage, and hopefully this guy can get enough health back up if he's not on retaliation. Lifesteal set with crit damage gloves. All right, let's see. I still have enough silver. Let's do 2 more summons. I got 1 epic. I guess I can't complain. Oh gosh, I thought I was bad with Bushy. All right, Sentinel. He's another one of the not so good. All right, this is his ratings. He actually has pretty good ratings. I'm surprised. I wipe this guy every time I see him in the arena. I didn't think he was that good, but I guess he's probably good somewhere. Arena Offense, Arena Defense says he's good. I don't have a problem with him at all. Attacks all enemies, 50% chance. Wow. Heal reduction. Alright, 100% heal reduction. And heals his champion by 10% of his HP at the start of each turn. And it can be critical. So, you want to put this guy in a crit set, or crit gloves at least. But if he's going to be provoking, you definitely better put enough health on him, or even regeneration or something. All right, yeah, regen set would probably do all right with him. I don't know if Lifesteal. Well, he does have an AOE, so that might be good also. All right, this is the final summons. Give me a legendary Void. That would be awesome. Okay, or not. I have a Seducer. All right, Seducer's good. He's actually a good defensive unit. I've ran across him a few times in the arena. On his first skill, he's gonna sleep the opponent, which doesn't really matter. His second skill is AOE, and he debuffs their attack, as you can see here. 25% defense based. His third skill is what sets him apart. You see, because it lasts for 2 turns and it's blocks debuffs, and that it makes it hard to take down a team when you cannot debuff them. So he would be definitely someone I would put on my arena defense. because I've ran across him, and it's hard to beat teams that he's on. And on here, they have him rated 4.6 on a rate of offense and defense. And he's got 4.5 average, I guess, everywhere else. So he's not a bad unit for Void. His fourth is this one, and this is only if you happen to have the Temptress also on your team. Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies for 2 turns. So if you're lucky enough to find the Temptress now, or if I am, he'll be someone that I definitely build and put together an arena defense for. And his aura skill is increase ally hit points in all battles by 25%. That is a good buff. All right, thanks for watching. Very happy I got the Apothecary, and you know, I got some pretty decent units from there. Let's see. Got Bushy, Apothecary. I don't know, Seducer. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you. Come back.